Now that we both literally have nothing left on our lists, I'm literally grasping at straws here. I'm going to go with... Shit. I'm going to go with...
In a world filled with cinematic trash, it's easy to call out everything wrong with a movie. But what if we forced that lazy film criticism to stop hating on movies? What if they were forced to love them? We grabbed two of the most negative neck-bearded film critics on the internet and forced them to watch some of Hollywood's greatest dumpster fires. They'll go head-to-head, competing to see who can most convincingly defend these cinematic piles of Each man must fight to overcome his hatred, learn to love each wretched film, and confidently declare to the world that it is the best movie ever.
Best Movie Ever is going to be part of my new movie channel, Movie World, where we only talk movies. So hit that subscribe button, that bell for all alerts, and then smash that like button and leave a comment down below with the movie you want to torture us with next. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Best Movie Ever. So happy to be here with Vito.
Woo! Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. I'm really excited for this one.
Vito just woke up because I'm literally, let's be honest, I literally am rushing this episode together. So be grateful you got this or you wouldn't have gotten anything. The reality is Vito and I already taped an amazing episode that you're going to get next week with a special guest and all. So stay tuned. I couldn't edit in time. It ended up being like an hour, Vito, that last episode.
Big one.
And I want to do it right. I wanted to edit time and I'm going on vacation. So I thought, let's do a quick movie. Let's do a movie. Vito always said, I don't want to do it. But at least he watched it recently, so he'd have to watch it again. But of course, we're talking about Thunder Force.
Thunder Force. Oh, God.
All right, so this episode's going to be slightly different, Vito, because we're on a little bit of a time crunch. Just to get this done, we're going to cut it down. We agreed to 3 points of positivity. Only 3, because Vito has 6.
Not only because
7.
we're trying to keep it quick, but because I can't think of more than 3. It's not possible. I'm sorry.
And I think we're going to have some similar ones even on those. So this should still be an interesting episode. But we're going to do speed rounds here, 3 rounds each, trying to turn Thunder Force into, ready, Vito? The best movie ever. It's closer. We're getting there. All right.
We need a metronome.
This one's going to work. In order to make this fair, I think we should do our 1, 2, 3 shoot again just to get it there. All right.
All right.
First round, no best of 3. Let's just get to it. First one on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, hold on. That was terrible.
Shit.
We got to do it again. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Why are you off by like a beat?
Paper, ready?
Are we off?
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes! Bam, bam, bam.
Because you're like, I don't know what your timing is, but sure, you win that one.
It looks the same one.
All right, go first, and I already know what it's going to be. It's so obvious.
I will see.
Just say it.
All right, I get number 1, and I got to go Jason Bateman as the Crab Man.
I knew it. I knew whoever went first got Jason Bateman. Come on.
Jason Bateman shows up. I didn't even know he was in this movie. Oh my God. His relationship with Melissa McCarthy is the only time, one of the only, there were 3 times I laughed in this movie, though. And this was one of the times, the two of them have a good chemistry. They sold it together. It was the one time I didn't find Melissa McCarthy annoying in the movie was when she's acting with Jason Bateman. There's something about their and his odd crab arms, which she's sort of attracted to and hungered by. I have to admit, it made me laugh. I did find that amusing. Jason Bateman, easily the best standout of this movie. So props to Jason Bateman. So I assume that was your number 1 as well.
He gives it a classic performance. He also got his little crab walk. Don't forget that. That was hilarious as well. He's the only thing in the movie.
Well, we have to be positive here, but yeah, we're as in our speed episode. He without a doubt saves this movie. Well, I don't know if he saves the movie, but he definitely helps the movie. All right, Vito,
he makes it somewhat watchable.
What's your number 1?
I will say my number 1. I'm gonna go with another actress, Pom Klementieff. Can't pronounce that name. As Lazer. Look, I like this lady. Obviously, she plays Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm excited to see her in more stuff. She's actually kind of cool here as like a fearsome, badass lady. The jokes they write for her aren't great.
There's a handle, you know.
Oops. Couldn't find it.
But just her being like this evil, badass, laser shooting super villainess. I'm like, all right, well, this is kind of cool. She's well suited for this role. She's got that weird foreign accent that makes her seem a little more sinister and untrustworthy. And I was just happy to see her in this movie. I enjoyed her portrayal. So yeah, I enjoyed seeing Klementieff as Lazer.
Clemente.
She was good.
I had her on my list. She was
Clemente?
She was not my top on the list, but she was there. Her lack of eyebrows was very strange, but fascinating.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was like evil, man.
She's like attractive,
good,
but strange, exotic. There's when she's on screen, you're just like,
she's got a quirkiness
this?
to her. Same thing that kind of makes Mantis work. Like a little off, a little weird. I like it.
I can't knock that. I think you got to. There you go, Vito. That is in fact a
not
good
as good
one.
as Jason Bateman.
It's
I
not,
must say though.
It's not. I'm already. I feel like I'm already winning, but we'll make this work.
Yes.
All right. Going immediately to my number 2. Well, I don't think we have the same ones here, but I'm gonna go with what made me laugh. And I don't think it's made you laugh, but there was one moment in the film that I did laugh by. And it was the first time I laughed in the movie. When they're getting into the Lamborghini sports car and they acknowledge that neither of them can fit.
It's go time.
It felt like a genuine moment of reality check. Because I'm used to seeing Melissa McCarthy do I'm the fat girl, but when you got Octavia Spencer also saying I'm too big for this car, and they're all just trying. Because Vito, you're also a rather large individual like myself.
I understand the struggles of a large man trying to enter a small vehicle.
Those sports cars do not fit people like us.
No.
So I appreciated that they're like, all right, well that was the first gag on paper. I'm like, well that's clever. There we go. Finally this was used to well effect. So I'm going to go with the funny large people don't fit in sports cars moment starring Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, it was definitely. I mean, it was a joke. It was an obvious joke, but it works. It works. Them in the ridiculous superhero costumes, getting in and out of the car, it becomes its own problem. Okay, they milk the joke a little too much, but all right.
I mean, it's a
okay
Melissa McCarthy movie, so they go a little. She knows how to milk her jokes. I think that's a fair way to say it. But all right, what's your number 2, Vito?
I'm gonna say, look, another actor who I thought did a pretty good job. I just wish they gave him more to do. Was Bobby Cannavale as the King. This guy just did a really good job of kind of portraying this villainous mobster type guy, like kind of had kind of a Italian mob type feel to him. I think they could have gone a lot bigger with it, but I think he did play this ruthless role very quick. What's funny about him is that he just keeps killing off his henchmen, which was like a good little running gag. Just this guy who's so unstable that he's just like, oh, you killed, what was his name? Did he kill Vinny or something? That was one of our best guys. Come on. And he's like,
that was Kenny. He's a good member of the team.
Well, he shouldn't have been standing there.
His interactions with Jason Bateman again, I think those two guys play very well off each other.
Is that Walter? Was that Walter that she just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Walter was even better than Kenny.
Well, crap, I didn't know that was... I liked Walter.
Yeah.
So I thought he was pretty good. I wish they'd given him a little more, again, just some more jokes and stuff, some more fun with that character. But otherwise, I don't know. I enjoyed his performance, and I kind of want to see more from this guy. I like him.
Well, first of all, that bad guy sucked because it should have been some big. He was a terrible. He's fine of an actor, but you took my next one, which was the Andrew gag. Was my favorite. Him making fun of the Henchman. I guess it's separate.
Yeah,
you didn't really
I had that as
it.
a separate one too. Just all the Henchman
the whole
jokes are
bit.
great.
That was the third time I laughed with the whole bit, the ongoing joke. In fact, you didn't say it, so I'm F you.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
taking
take
it. I'm taking it.
All right.
You didn't take it, so I'm taking it. The whole Andrew subplot.
What's his name?
The one left standing?
Yeah.
That's Andy. Andy, can you say hi?
It's actually Andrew, but Andy's fine.
Just the hi.
Hi.
Where he's like, I'm Andrew. And he keeps cutting Andrew for short.
What do you prefer, Andrew?
Either one. At work, it's more professional to go by Andrew. My mom calls me Andy. Well, Andy Pandy, but seems too familiar as I say it out loud. I was on a lacrosse team, had 3 Andrews. They call me Drew. My coach call me by my middle name, Andy.
All right.
My mom's new boyfriend loves Andrew Lloyd Webber, and so he just calls me Paul.
Okay, enough.
When the henchman overstays his welcome and keeps over-talking, it was actually, I laughed way harder than any other time in the movie. I don't even know who that actor was, if he was just some random guy who happened to be there. But yes, there's all the henchmen sort of, they shoot him, but they make this whole ongoing bit with Andrew.
Meet the henchman.
Hi, I'm Andy, or Andrew, either one.
Usually those gags in these movies, especially Melissa McCarthy, they beat him to the dead horse, and it never actually pays off. But in most comedies, you hit it enough, and then you bring it back, and you're like, oh, you got me again. Well, it rarely works for me when Melissa McCarthy does it. It's like the egg drop soup or the dumpling soup in Ghostbusters.
Oh, God.
Where they just keep hoping you're going to laugh the fifth time they do it.
There's
and you never
not
do.
enough dumplings in my soup again. All right, guys, come on.
It never
move
works.
along.
But there was something about that Andrew gag where I don't know why, but every time he sort of interjects when he's not supposed to in the moment and says, "Oh yeah," and I did that. So
he's trying to get the wristwatch to work, and they're like, "Just put it on speaker."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, geez, you guys." The incompetent henchman jokes overall were all pretty great.
Andrew interrupting was as an Andrew, I could attest. I liked it, but I liked the Andrew henchman bit. All right, Vito, for your final point.
Well, that leaves me with literally nothing. So all that I have left is, in a moment of coming together, getting themselves prepped for the mission.
Oh, you did
singing "Kiss" by a Rose. All right, come on. I love that song. Those two ladies together, I'm like, see, this could have almost made the movie work. It was like a little more like a fun friendship buddy thing where it's like, we got to get hyped up. We got to get hyped up. Are you playing "Kiss by a Rose"? Yeah, man, that's our jam or whatever. I'm like, it takes a little break from the action to do just sing, have a little sing along. It's cute. It's fun. I wish they had more fun with this movie. But that was a little moment where I'm like, all right. At least I get to hear Seal in this movie.
I literally almost did that as mine to steal it, and I wish I had. But you're right. Anytime they play "Kiss from a Rose" in a movie, it's never a bad thing because who doesn't want to sing along? I got it. I would have had it on my list.
Seal.
Seal is a bad. All right, Vito. No, it's too close. And now I'm going to make you. We're going to each have to find one more to make this more interesting. The fourth bonus point. Now that we both literally have nothing left on our lists, I'm going to add us a fourth. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm literally grasping at straws here. I'm going to go with. Shit. I'm going to go with. I found it amusing when they ate all the raw chicken.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
All right, fine, I did. I'm faking it. Oh, okay. I got a real one. I was just joking.
All right.
I got a real one. Actually, legitimately was sweet. The beginning of the movie. When it's not Melissa McCarthy and it's the kid actors and they're like working around. When the movie started, I forgot I even had this note. When the movie started, it was surprisingly cuter than I thought it was going to be. Like as they're coming up with kids, the kid actors were almost better and not less obnoxious. And you're sort of watching it. And the girl who plays the young Melissa McCarthy from little to teen, I actually bought it. And I was like, I would have rather watched the teen movie than the actual movie itself. Right. But I got to say, and then they put a little Cranberries in there, which played okay music to it. I thought the beginning was surprisingly sweet. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you feel that a little bit, or did you hate it even then too?
It was all right, but there was a lot of exposition that was like, my parents were gonna come up with a way to turn people into superheroes, and then Melissa McCarthy goes, well, I hope that somebody figures out how to turn people into superheroes. And she's like, well, maybe I'll figure out how to turn people. I'm like, I know the premise of the movie. You can shut up already, kids. Jesus.
You're clearly going to turn them into superheroes.
I get it, yeah. But yeah, the kid actors were okay. I could have seen a little more of that. That sequence ended a little premature. I would have liked, to dig into that a little more.
See? You're saying you would have seen more. All right, I accept that. Vito.
Yeah, it worked. It was fun.
All right, Vito, you now have to pick a fourth magic one out of nowhere. What is going to be your bonus point?
Okay, well, I'm going to say, look at the heart of this movie, or at least they try to do it. There's a couple different things going on, but one thing going on is this almost family moral where Octavia Spencer's parents died.
You're so full of shit.
No, because now her daughter gets super speed.
Oh, my God, you're turning this into a positive?
And Octavia Spencer says to her, your grandparents would have been so proud that you have super speed. I'm not selling this. This is not working. God.
How did I miss? There was a line that justified it?
There was a line where she says to her super speed daughter,
your grandparents would be so proud.
And
But
it just ties the whole thing up.
But she didn't say
in a
of your
nice
super
little-
speed, right? She didn't go that specific.
No, not of your super
okay, I was
speed.
gonna
I'm
say,
pretty
Jesus.
sure. Now that I'm thinking about it, did I make this up in my head? I'm pretty sure this line's in the movie.
That
Point is,
I can make
everything's-
fun of the movie because it's not my point. That ending where she suddenly gets super speed after they make such a point of how complicated and how long it would take. It took me 6 years to build this serum, and I blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And then somehow Octavia Spencer just gets the second dose and it works. And then somehow to nowhere the daughter figures it out too. We're like, I know what I got to do. That secret spell that took everyone else months to learn. I just injected it and I'm fast. Oh my god, it was so
Yeah, and there's also really no build up towards it. It's just kind of like, or it's a real Deus Ex Machina. Like, oh, now the daughter has superpowers. Oh, okay.
It felt like a real
Did you
episode
want
of The
those?
Flash. I got to be honest. That's what The Flash has become to.
Look,
Well,
man,
I
I'm
don't
not
even
winning
know.
This one.
What do you-
I don't even want to win this one. I don't care. I hate this movie. There's no. I will just forfeit at this point.
Wow, an official forfeit. He's out. Oh my
There's
god!
not- I do not. I don't. I can't do it.
It's
I can't do
over.
it.
Oh, he calls it. I would.
Well, when you asked me for a fourth point, okay, you can't just spring that on me. Do you know how many hours I spent racking my brain trying to like Thunder Force?
Well, I think that was fun.
Destroyed
Vito.
me.
At least
It
we have
was fun.
something here. This is a bonus episode, so maybe we won't count this standing. But just in case we want to, there will be a straw poll down below. Who do you think vote? Remember, Vito did give up at the end. But tell us.
But
who
maybe
you
you'll
thought.
feel pity for me
Exactly.
and vote in my favor
It
just
is
despite
possible.
Andy.
But we have a full episode coming to you next. Well, in a couple weeks. Every other week is when we drop this. Special guest, big movie. You're not going to. Should we tease it or should we not? It's a. Can we? How about we say what brand movie it is? It's a
Sure.
Marvel movie.
Ooh, a bad Marvel movie.
What could it
I've
be?
never heard of any of those.
So stay tuned. Special guests and all. Make sure you go subscribe to YouTube/Vito. Anything else you want to
Yes.
say, Vito?
Thank you so much for forcing me to think about Thunder Force again.
I'm just sad we didn't get
Hopefully
to.
I never have to think about it again.
I wish we could have forced the word miscreant in a few times, just like the movie did.
Let's go kick some miscreant butt.
Oh my god. Why is that the name of the bad guys?
A miscreant. A
I
miscreant.
don't think who's the guy who wrote it? Who's her husband?
Ben
Falcone?
He managed to fit in a Nell joke. Tie in the wind. You remember that, Vito, right?
Tay in the wind. Tay in the wind. Tay in the wind. Now? Who's now?
I don't think he's seen any superhero movies. I don't think he knows what is in them.
No.
It's really confusing.
I don't understand why she keeps making movies with him that he wrote. They're all awful. They're awful. I get it. She
I'll
loves
tell
them,
you
I
why.
guess,
Look at
but-
the box office return. It's free money.
Well, the Netflix it is, but not the ones they've made in the box office. Tammy and stuff have not been good. Ben has been her. Not
But I
a
think
good.
they've all made a good return. Like
On
in
Netflix, I think it
money-wise.
did okay. She'll pick it back.
Oh, like after the fact.
The
not
ratings
on
are good.
box
Where they're
office?
concerned, it's like Sandler. The quality doesn't have to be amazing. People just like
Right.
watching these movies. This is not a well-reviewed movie. This is rotten from an audience perspective and a critic's perspective. But from a Netflix perspective, yay! I like Melissa McCarthy. I'll watch that. Is really what ends up
Right.
happening.
Interesting.
Well, anyway, yeah, he shouldn't be in there. But miscreants and all, not good enough for me. But hey, I did give you more positive points than Vito did. So let me know what you think down below. Also, make sure you suggest what movies you want us to watch next. Thank you for bearing with us during this quick bonus episode. So happy to have you all here. We'll be back with more soon. Make sure you click on these in the meanwhile, right, Vito? They can click on one of these.
Absolutely. Thunder Force is
The
the
best
best
movie
movie